All right, hey everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to the WTCF podcast. It's Charlie here hanging out at the basement and wanted to go ahead and cover last week's intention. And maybe this is something that could help you out. So, this last week, the intention was you cannot build a reputation on I'm going to. And it's a kind of a take on a quote from Henry Ford saying, you can't build a reputation on what you're going to do. Uh, my thought concept on it is, you know, your reputation is built on the things that you've done and how you act and how you treat people. So that's what kind of precedes your reputation. And a lot of that thought process got me back to Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. So The 48 Laws of Power is a fantastic book. There's a review on it on the website for Grandis Yoga Lift. I really enjoy the book. I think it's one of the best books I've ever gone through. I did it at the audiobook. And what makes it even better is they have a person who reads it who sounds very sinister when he talks, because not everything within the book is reflected as a positive thing. Sometimes people are just gunning for power, and you can actually use it to start identifying how people try to manipulate you. And I thought it was a really just interesting read. But the fifth law within that one says so much depends on your reputation, guard it with your life. So kind of putting those pieces together, saying, well, you can't build a reputation on I'm going to, and then guard your reputation. Really kind of set myself up to think through, well, who do I want to be? And what type of reputation does that type of person have? So if I wanted to go out there and say that I'm a good, well-meaning person, I can't go and rob babies of their candy, or I can't kick old people down the stairs, because then my reputation would perceive me as someone who kicks old people down the stairs and steals candy from babies. And I don't think that represents me. So I wanted to be able to kind of talk a little bit about that and just see if that's something that kind of helps you. Because again, this is something that I'm working on. This is something that we work on forever, and it's based on the stuff that we've completed. So I recognize that my schedule personally is incredibly tight. So I work 7 days a week. So I'm at the studio 6 of those days, and that last day I'm coaching soccer all day, and I still have my regular full time job. And I might have now built this reputation as somebody who's very driven because I don't sit still very long. Like even now, this is me still like working away, and phone calls and you skip them. So like you find a way to build a reputation that you're going for, right? Like I'm going to be this, but I need to do those actions to be able to say that I'm those things. So let's go ahead and kind of flip through some of the other stuff that I was writing about on this one. Um, Again, our reputation is incredibly important because it can lead to additional opportunities. So if I build a reputation, which I've had in the past, which I've had to go ahead and work on a lot. I had the reputation of being at the bar every single day. So during my early 20s through almost all the way to now, um, to be a barfly, spending a lot of time at the bar. It was pretty much where I was. If you were looking for me, you can probably find me at the bar. And what I've realized from that, and I'm still learning from it because I've not perfected my ability to stay away, but to get more control over myself about who and what I'm doing and how I'm spending my time. So if my reputation then precedes me as this individual who's at the bar all the time, well, who's at the bar all the time? People probably not making the best decisions. So right there, by knowing that I would be at the bar too much, I might not be trusted to make the best decisions because it would be implied that other things that I'm doing are not great decisions either, because it's going to precede me. But now going through the book for Robert Greene and using this intention this last week, trying to understand my reputation, I want to be viewed as differently. I don't want to be viewed as that anymore. And I can't just say that I want to be different. I need to actually do the work associated to it. I need to not be in that bar as often as I can and not spending time and money on those things as I did, and start to work on things that are going to go ahead and build a better reputation for myself. So now I'm teaching upwards of 13 classes a week. So every or 6 of 7 days, I am teaching in the studio. I still have my regular full time job that I do my 40 hours a week at, maybe a little bit over, a little bit under, depending on the week. But I get to work from home. So even like right now, I'm working from home today. And I wanted to take like 10, 15 minutes to do this because, again, you need mental breaks while you work. So just to knock this out really, really quickly. But again, I wanted to build a reputation of a strong, driven person. So how do I go ahead and do that? To be strong, I must practice my weightlifting to get stronger. I have to have that work done. I can't say I'm going to. That's not what my reputation is. It's built on what I've already done. So when I'm working with people and trying to be kind with them and get them to be more understanding, so I'm trying to help build strong people because I'm already doing that for myself. I'm actively working on that on a regular basis. Uh, Again, I want to be recognized as an individual who's very driven. So again, I have to go ahead and do the work associated to that one. I need to go ahead and teach these classes for myself. I need to be able to go and do the coaching work that I set out to say that I was going to do. Because if my reputation continues to grow and becomes better of all the work that I've done, I'm going to allow myself more opportunities. In the coming years, I look forward to trying to run for local offices. I live in Franklin Park. I like being here. I've been working with Thunder Soccer for the last 3 years now. How do I go ahead and get them a field that they can use on a regular basis? Right now, we have to jump around and we don't have an official home. So, how can I go ahead and help that? By getting more involved in the local politics and helping design and get a space for them to go ahead and grow. And then to learn from that and get further, whether that's getting involved as a trustee, get, running for mayor, let's say, or going for things like running for a board position at the library. I'm a big proponent of people reading and getting educated. So I need to go ahead and read and keep myself educated and work towards those things. So I can't tell everybody that I have the reputation of a board member of these things if I'm not doing that work. And it might be very important to yourself to recognize that you can't go ahead and say your reputation is built on your potential. It's built on, again, what you have done. What have you completed? What are you working on now that actively gets you to where you need to be? And again, I'd like to keep these things short. So hopefully that kind of helps you. And on that note, good luck.